Welcome, welcome. Today I have with us Samantha Stoecklmayer. I've been practicing saying that and I've still probably got it wrong. She's a content creator and a lot of you might know her from her Instagram and TikTok and because she is quite an influencer in her own right as well. Samantha, welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me here. I'm very happy.
Well, you have been mentioned in a previous podcast because, of course, your lovely boyfriend, Vladimir Nlc, has been on Hotel Talk and he did mention you and you were even in the room, which people don't realize. So you're behind the scenes. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember, for every great man, there's a great woman behind. So,
To
yeah,
keep him in line.
to keep him in line. There you go. Well, I'm sure you're going to tell us a bit about your content creation as well. I know he was very open about sharing his journey that he met you and you very much believed in him and everything that you guys created. So you're very much behind the scenes of a lot of what he does. And he's now the biggest influencer or content creator in the Greek speaking world. But I want to go into you. So, first of all, the name. I mean, this beautiful name, this alliteration, Samantha, so the Stockholm, the SS, Stoecklmayer. Did I
Yes,
say it
I
right?
like that.
I like it. So tell us, where are you from?
So I'm half from Cyprus and
Yeah.
half from Austria. My father is from Austria. That's therefore
Okay.
the
So your
surname.
mother was one of the few women ahead of her time that imported
Yeah.
husbands because really a lot of men they married foreigners, but
Mm.
for Cypriot
Yes.
women to marry outside of Cyprus, it was quite unusual.
Yes, I heard that while growing up that
Mm,
that was unusual. But my father came with the army, and they fell in love, and
that's so sweet.
yeah, my father went back to Austria, and
Mm.
then my mother went to this telephone booth because
Oh,
back
yeah.
then they didn't have like
Yeah, with the pay
yeah,
calls.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she called my father. My father was in the telephone booth in Austria, and she said to him, "I am pregnant," and that
Wow.
was it. He went
Wow.
home. He said to his family, "I'm gonna be a father,"
Oh,
and that all where it began.
that's where we get. And are you the only child or did they have more?
No, we are four. I'm the
Wow.
third
So it was the beginning with your older sister, brother,
sister.
sister. So how many is it? Girls or
It's
boy?
a girl, boy, me, and a girl.
Oh, that's so nice.
Mhm.
Wow. I love that family of four. So you were born in Cyprus.
Yes.
Okay, you're number three.
I was born in Paphos, though.
Okay.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I grew up in
Still
Paphos.
in Cyprus. But we joke. Cypriots consider Limassolians consider Paphos
Yeah,
another
another
country.
dimension.
Yeah, that's the big joke when they built the tunnel
Mm.
that everyone was standing there saying Cyprus, Paphos is united.
Yes, special.
Special people for sure. So you were born in Paphos.
Hmm. But now I have been living in Austria for like 5 years, and I have been going and coming back for like 3 months there, 3 months here. It depends.
Oh wow, so you're based between the two
Yes.
countries.
I mean,
Amazing.
I do like to travel a lot, but
Mm,
going back and forth is really exhausting, and it messes up my routine schedule
yeah.
with my gym process as well.
Mm.
And yeah, it's very difficult to be
So
honest.
that's why you prefer rather than do like a few days, you do 3 months chunk and three
Oh
months
my
chunk.
God, a few days, I was gonna die if I do it
Really?
with every few days. Like, because I travel so much,
Yeah.
like before I needed like 3 days to like rest because I don't know. I like Austria is like 3 to 4 hours
Mm.
away from Cyprus.
Yeah.
But now because I travel a lot, I feel like I need a week to gain my normal energy or my
Mm.
normal self.
Yeah, you
Uh,
find it exhausting,
yeah.
huh? Traveling. I know for some people it really energizes them, but for others, they're like wiped out from
Mm.
it's the whole thing of people and the airports and the s- stress of a schedule and times and
Mostly it's
no.
because also from the early hours that you need to be on the airport, I think.
Ah, the flight times. And
Mhm.
what time is the flight to
Most of
Austria?
the times it's like 60.
Yeah, so you have to, get going at 4, get up at 3. Yeah.
Mm.
It is tiring. And I think physically as well, it's quite difficult. Like I can weigh myself before and after a plane and it's 2 kilos difference. like you just expand so much, you get bloated, that your body needs time to recover from that.
Yes, we as women is different. I think
Mm,
also the hormones play
yeah, role.
a big role.
Absolutely.
Yes, and yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so you were born in Paphos, you grew up in Paphos. How did your journey lead you into content creation?
Okay, I shall start with that. For the first thing that I had in my life that my mom told me, I do remember it though, but I started talking at 8 years old. Like
Wow.
I could talk, but I closed to myself, and my parents didn't know what to do, and they took me to a doctor. Like at 8 years old, I started talking. Like I was very shy as a
Mm,
kid. Like if I let's say I wanted like a glass of water, I was like mm,
mm.
like that. So anyway, I started talking, but still I was very shy. Especially I remember in my birthday party all start to say happy birthday to you, and I like hide under the table.
Because all the attention was on you.
Yes, yes, but
Do you
still.
know why? Did a doctor ever tell you?
mm,
Why did your parents ever try to analyze it, or they just, accepted it, accepted you for how you were?
that I was shy, you mean?
Mm.
Well,
I mean, was it shyness, or was it anxiety, or was it being an extreme introvert? Or, I mean, but even that, something led to that. What were you, maybe where you could have had older siblings that were very overpowering. Something could have happened that shocked you. I'm sure you're multilingual, so that also played a big role. Normally, multilingual kids,
mm,
they can speak at 4 or 5 easily because they're processing so much. Maybe that played a role.
I don't remember exactly why I did that. It's just I remember that I was shy.
Mm.
Maybe in our family because my both parents were working. We had like a babysitter for a few years, so maybe like this uh, was a concept. How do
Mm.
you say?
Was a consequence, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
of
was a
that.
reason behind it. But was the babysitter kind? Do you feel like
They,
you were maybe not heard enough or seen enough? I mean,
I
have you ever
feel,
analyzed it? Like how?
yes, I feel like I wasn't hurt enough,
Mm.
or I wasn't praised enough.
Mm.
For me, like that now that I'm with Vlad, I always seek hugs
Yeah,
and kisses. Like I want
yeah,
attention
yeah,
from him, from the
yeah,
people I love.
yeah.
Um,
Have you read what was it, Dr. Chapman's Five Love Languages?
yes,
Yeah.
I have all.
So you, well, everyone has all, but it's which are your primary. Everyone has all.
I think it's
Um, but
physical
yeah, it must be
contact.
physical
Yes,
contact.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm,
I do like to for Vlad to tell me that he loves me because we also are in a decent relationship. Like it needs to be said
yeah.
because then you don't feel loved if
Mm,
you're away for 3 months and then you come back and you're like
mm,
all hugs and all
mm,
love.
yeah.
It's like a roller coaster. You go there, you go there.
Mm,
It's not the
yeah.
same. It's difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that.
Can you
So yeah. So okay.
the
So
question, please?
yeah. I mean, for me, it's just really interesting not to look at things in a problematic way, like say, oh, this happened in my childhood and bring it up and, dwell on it, but just to understand yourself and as a character and a personality. If you were 8, I mean, that's your whole subconscious life that was being developed
Mm.
because subconscious is until the age of 8, or even 7 sometimes, but um, that was introverted, quiet, hidden, afraid, shy, anxious. There's so many words, so many feelings that go with that. And you spent all of that time in outward silence, but I'm sure your brain was on overload with things that maybe you wanted to say that you didn't, that you could have said. So, I mean, why or what happened at 8? Did you then come out and everything came out, or did you just slowly start talking?
No, I slowly start talking. Like I am still an introvert
Mm,
in an extrovert's body, but like I am very introvert. But it depends, like the time.
mm,
Like I feel like I have different personalities. Like sometimes I'm an extrovert, sometimes I'm a hardcore introvert, sometimes I'm just crazy or goofy. Like I don't
yeah.
know. I feel like I am an alien sometimes. And
Yeah.
also about the feelings. I feel my feelings like 10 times stronger that I see people feeling them.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain that.
But that's exactly my point, because your emotions, okay, we all feel different things, but if you've been silenced for whatever reason, then all of those feelings are like burning up. And that goes back to when you were a young child. I'm projecting now. This could be nothing to do with actually what happened or how you felt. I'm asking. I imagine as a child, you had all these feelings
Mhm.
inside of you that were just burning. And then until now, if you feel, I don't know, love, it's there. You want to express it even more than other people because you didn't before, or because you're still maybe not used to expressing it
Mm.
in the way that other people maybe, because it's a learned thing to be able to express, to use words for communication, to use other means to communicate. And as a small child, if you were developing in a way that you knew that any way that you felt should be hidden,
Mhm.
that's a big impact on your life.
Yeah, that's why I am so creative,
Yeah,
because I want to express my feelings. Like,
because they're all exploding.
yes, also until now, I feel like I want to express what I feel inside,
Yeah.
and I need to find a way to do it. That's why I'm in the process of developing my personal brand.
Yeah.
And also, at the at school, I was very shy. I was the one back
Mm.
in the desk, silent. I was like answering anything. I was like, 2 + 2 is 4,
Mm.
like something like that.
Did you have a stutter or no?
I do have a stutter. Yes, I
Yeah.
stutter a lot. I don't know why. I just
I haven't picked it up at all, I have to say. If you got a
yeah,
stutter,
no,
we all do the ums and ahs, but I haven't heard the.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I do it a lot in my streams.
Mm.
Um, it's also really funny. I don't know. From the other side, I do like it because it's funny. But from the other side, I just want to talk normal, to be able to for people to understand me more better.
How were your parents with you?
They were very loving, but they were working all the time.
Mm.
And after my mother like had a surgery from her spine, she started not to work. So we had like a bit more attention from her, but it was like in the late years.
Mm.
But before that, um, it was us alone, let's
Mm.
say, in the house. And my sisters and my siblings, they were just doing their own thing. I was like outside making mud pies and
Yeah,
do
getting
all
on
of,
with it.
yes.
No.
Um,
That's so interesting. And so, okay, so you grew up in Paphos in a happy family, and you then did you study? Did you when you finished school? What happened?
I unfortunately didn't study. I grew
Mm.
up in a poor family, and also with 4 kids, it was very difficult. Like my mother was, I remember when we were at the supermarket, I was asking her for a Kinder Bueno chocolate,
Mm.
and she said to me, "No, we don't have the money."
Oh, it makes me want to cry, really.
And
For
also, like, I do remember, well, like when I was 16 or no, 17, that I wanted to go to my friend, like in Nicosia. And I remember that I had money for the bus, but I didn't have money for food. So I went there and asked her, "Do you have like a piece of bread you can give me because I'm hungry?" I really seriously remember also the room when I asked her. It was difficult times. Unfortunately, after that, when I wanted to say also that with all this happening at the age of almost 17, like my last year in school years, like something snapped. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm just going to talk. Like, that's why I also went to beauty contests. I started doing modeling. And I started doing modeling because of something that I find very important in my life. Like, I had an acquaintance that we started doing model poses, or like, the
mm.
simple photo shoots. And that person told me that I do not have the body of a model, like more like a dancer.
Mm.
And inside me, I was like, why would she tell me that? Maybe, yes, I don't have the body, but that doesn't mean I cannot still do it. Like in this uh, period of time, you can do anything.
Exactly.
And that time,
And what is a model? Like, well, what do they mean? Like a size 6? Okay, the
like,
runway models, but
yes.
there's every shape out there, and we need to promote every shape.
So after that, my first choice, because back then we did not have internet, we didn't have smartphones. So my first choice was like a beauty contest in the TV show. In a TV show, I went there. Oh my god, my family was so stressful. They were like crying once they heard my name that I was picked. But at the end, I didn't win anything. They chose me to leave from that competition, but still, it was a beginning of what I am doing today. What I to be honest, I really do forget a lot. People call me Dory. I don't know if you know the
Yeah.
cartoon Dory.
Yeah.
In like split seconds, I may forget something.
Okay.
So if I, let's say, do not answer a question that you
That's all
ask,
right. You've got a
just
lot
ask
going
it
on.
again.
Don't worry.
Okay. So we continue.
Yeah. So you did your first beauty thing. I guess that was a massive catalyst when your friend told you, yeah, you don't have the body to be a model. Did that make you like really go, actually, you know what? I'm going to show you that I can do it.
Yes, I
Yeah.
was like that. Yes,
Yeah.
I will show you that I can do it.
Mm.
And now I have so many photo shoots. I also did fashion shows
Mm.
in Cyprus. I went to two beauty competitions in Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, three. Two in one in Hong Kong, one in Taiwan, and one in Czech Republic.
Mm-hmm.
And I have two titles.
What are your titles?
One is Cyprus, Miss Cyprus Tourism. That's the one that
Yeah.
they chose me to go there. And then at the Czech Republic, I won the Miss Bond Girl, James Bond.
Wow. That's so nice.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
It was so nice, to be honest. To
You know what? We've had two beauty pageant winners on this podcast until now. So you're the third, if memory serves me correctly.
three is a lucky number.
And yeah. And that's my lucky number too. So, but they've all had crazy stories. Like one of my favorite movies is Miss Congeniality.
Oh yes,
I love it. Huh? It's so nice. Okay, do you have stories like that? I mean, one of them was telling us that literally bikinis were being stolen before women were going out. They were like, really bitchy people there because everybody wanted to win. When you went to these beauty contests, did you find that or did it not bother you? Tell us about the whole experience.
we didn't have like these crazy stories, but
Yeah.
okay, girls were mean and like how do you call it?
Snobby
Snobby.
and stuck up.
But I didn't really give attention.
Yeah.
It's like
That's the best way.
I put in one ear and
Out the other.
yes,
Yeah.
like for example, if somebody says to you something that offends you in another language which you don't understand, you're like, what? Oh, okay, yeah. Why then should you be offended in your language which you understand? Like that's what I go by.
I
Like
love that. I've never thought of it that way. What a brilliant philosophy. Yeah.
yes. So, but the only problem with these competitions where I went, I did not have a smartphone. I did not have internet. So I was there alone. I was feeling alone because all the other girls, I was also an introvert. I wasn't like a really extrovert that I am now.
That you kind of taught yourself to be.
Yes, I
Yeah.
was just feeling very alone in those
Mm.
competitions. But it was a very nice experience and very exhausting.
In general, did you have a lot of friends growing up or even
No.
in your 20s? Or do you have a lot of friends now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But especially in high school, I did not.
Mm.
Uh,
Why? Why do you think that is? Do you think it was just because you were different and they couldn't take it? Or do you think that you just didn't put yourself out there because you were so shy?
the one reason is yes, it's because I was shy. But the other reason is because I feel like myself, I am not like normal girls. I feel more weird. But I like this weirdness.
But in what way? Describe weird. What is weird?
What is weird?
What is weird?
What is weird? What is weird? That was an unexpected question. I
Yeah,
have no idea.
I always ask unexpected questions.
Yes, but I have to be able to answer that. My brain has stopped.
That's Vlad in the background asking, what do you do that thinks make...
Ah,
Because I remember one of my teachers saying once, I had an English teacher, I think we were just talking about text, And I said, oh, that's not normal, or that behavior is not normal.
Mm.
And she said, and she didn't allow us to use this word because she said, define what is normal. There's no such
I
thing.
think I have another perspective of things. I see all of the things in another perspective, and I try to explain them. Everything I say or do, I need to explain them so other people will not misunderstand me. One is this. Another one is my goofiness. They say, like, okay, I am now 31 years old and I like being goofy, but they say that is childish. For me, it's not childish. For me, it's like the way of going with life to not be boring, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the first one is the perspective.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I always had this. I needed to explain myself what I mean by that.
Because people didn't understand it.
Yes,
Other people didn't understand.
how I think.
Yeah. So interesting.
After that, once I finished high school,
Mm.
we unfortunately needed to move out of the house because my mother and father couldn't afford the house anymore. So my father went to Austria to live with my grandmother, and my mother, she went to my godmother to live for a few years.
But they didn't. They officially separated,
No,
or
no, they're
they were
together.
together,
They're
but they
together.
just.
We just didn't
Yeah.
have somewhere to live.
Yeah.
So it was just so unexpected. And I had to get a job. I was not ready for the outside world.
And that's when you were 18 or 17.
Yes,
Yeah.
18. Yes, yes. I
Yeah.
started working like in a bakery and then like a clothes store. But I was living alone with my younger sister, which she was 17 at that time. She just finished high school. And we were living in a house without any furniture, just a bed to sleep on. I remember also I got fired from my clothes store job
Why?
because I remember that day I was going to my job, but it was raining. I had to go with my bicycle, and I was like standing up so I can do faster. And I
Yeah.
slipped and fell with my face on
Oh
the
no.
floor, and I went to the hospital, and they did not believe me, and they fired me.
Wow, that's you could sue for that.
I was young. I
Yeah.
didn't know, and I was also alone.
Yeah.
After that, a friend of mine in Nicosia said to me, "Come here. There's all sorts of opportunities." And I said, "Okay, I will come." I we stopped the rent on that house in Paphos, and I went there. That person told me, "You will live with me. Now you have a job there in a gallery, and all will be well." I was ready to go there. That person announced me that I can no longer live there. So I started my job at that gallery.
But without anywhere to live.
I was sleeping at the gallery.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Did they know that? The owners, or they let you, or they knew it, or no?
yes, they let me
Yeah.
because that person wanted me to sleep there.
Mm.
Because most probably he was watching me from the cameras. He was
Mm.
also harassing me for 2 months.
Oh my goodness.
At the end, we went after I will say to you, after I was sleeping in the gallery, he had like an older friend, a papoose, let's say, and I started living there for a week. But that papoose came into my room and lay next to me with his sovrago, with underwear. I was like very shocked. After that, I went back to sleeping in the gallery, but he was trying to grab me and stuff. At the end, my ex-boyfriend helped me. I met him there in Nicosia. He helped me. We went to the police. We filed a report, and I went to working in another company.
But that in itself is not a simple act. And I don't know if you realize how brave you had to be, and that movement is. Because when you're young, you're vulnerable, you don't have money, it is easier for people to take advantage. It's not right at all, but people can do it more easily. So to be so young, and thank goodness for your ex-boyfriend also to encourage you and help you, but to go to the police, to stand up for yourself and to take that stance is really admirable. So I want to take a second to really acknowledge that huge thing that you did, because it's not just like, oh, I went to the police and complained. That's huge. And really, everyone listening should know that. And they should know that it's in their power to do something about anything that is bad and wrong.
Thank you. Well, it's one of the things my ex-boyfriend did good
Mm,
because at the end he was not the most ideal boyfriend for me. So we just split. It
mm,
was the most horrible 3 years of my life living in Nicosia.
mm.
Like these 3 years were very horrible. Well, also I got a lot of harassment in my life. So every time that somebody tries to be in my personal
Sexual
space,
harassment as well
yes,
as, yeah, I guess professional and
I'm
yeah.
like, fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, you learn your boundaries. Did anybody manage to take it too far? Were you actually attacked at any point or?
I was attacked by another that I was trying to be in a relationship with. We were talking like 2 months with him.
Mm.
He actually sent me to the hospital. We he actually stood me up in a date, and we were arguing. And because of the high voice, he slapped me like really hard. You know how it is to slap a girl in the face with manly
Yeah.
hands? Anyway, that time I got very shocked and I started yelling again. He slapped me again. After that, I bite him. And I was like, Samantha, stop it because you're going to take his skin off. And I
Mm.
stopped. Then he slapped me again. And I had a bloody eye. And I went to the hospital. I tried to go to the police, but I think we all know how the police is handling this situation. So nothing happened. And we are at that.
Mm. But you did go to the police to file a complaint. Yeah.
Yes. But nothing happened.
Yeah.
Like they were like, they, like their faces, they were like blaming me. Maybe I did something to
Mm.
deserve this. Like, what the fuck?
Which is insane. And I've heard of this before many times. I mean, obviously in Cyprus where we live, but I think even internationally where, a woman's beaten up and then they'll say, yeah, but what did she do to deserve that? As opposed to like, there's nothing she could have done to
Like,
deserve that.
what were you wearing?
Yeah.
Did you cause
Provoke.
that? You know, all these that I hear all the time in the internet. So
Okay. So you had these horrible 3 years in Nicosia. How did you get out of that?
I just threw all of my stuff, got my suitcase, and went to my godmother. She gave me a home for a year until I went to Austria, and that was
Mm.
the time I went to Austria and lived there. After that, I went also to the reality show where after that I met Vlad,
How
and
did
did
you get
also
onto the reality show? Tell us about that.
a friend of mine. He's in a he's an δημοσιογράφος. No,
Journalist.
yes, a
Yeah.
friend of mine. He's a journalist, and he offered me to go there. I was like, yeah, why not?
Ah, and this was a friend you met in Nicosia.
Yes,
So
when I
by
was in Star Cyprus.
so by that stage, you were starting to make friends. You were having a tough time, but I always look for the silver lining. The silver lining was that all these experiences were making you stronger, making you talk more, making you come out of your shell, and you started to connect with different people.
Yes,
Yeah.
I see all of my friends, especially in the internet, which I love them very much. I see that these girls are so shy. They are afraid to express themselves. I'm like, girls, speak up. Don't be like that. I try to encourage them to not to be like that because I was also afraid.
Mm.
But it's very difficult to change someone's mind, to be honest. It's
It is. I mean, really, and there's so many things about that. I mean, Mel Robbins has written about it and speaks about it on her podcast about how you can't change someone or you can't inspire them to change. They have to decide on their own, and then they're going to do it.
yes,
But
that's
yeah,
when I decided on 1 year before my high school that something snapped
yeah,
and I just changed.
yeah,
That's the change that you need to be looking
yeah,
for.
yeah. So you went to live with you went to live in Austria,
Mhm.
and then what? So what were you doing work-wise? How?
I was trying to do my content
Mm,
creating, uh, but it didn't go as well,
mm-hmm.
unfortunately. I have a lot of talent in creating, but the only thing that I didn't know is how to show the
Mm.
people that. So that's how also Vlad helped me to
Well, when did you meet Vlad? So okay, I need the whole story.
a
So
year after I went to Austria.
okay. And it was because of the obviously the the shows that you were both doing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When I met Vlad, because he's also a bit younger than me, I was like,
Yeah, only like 2 years, huh? Is it more? 4, 5?
hi.
5? That's okay.
Hi.
Doesn't show, doesn't show.
Yeah, I was like, nope, there is no chance. But in the end, we were like 5 years together.
Yeah. Yeah, it was meant to
I
be.
saw he is a good, kind person, which
Mm,
I see that in people. And that's what it drove
mm,
me to him.
yeah. Amazing. And so then you met him, and between the two of you, I mean, we heard his story as well, like struggling artists, you didn't have a lot of money, you were both trying to make it, but you both believed in this vision.
Hmm.
And my goodness, I mean, for someone from Cyprus to have over 1 million followers is insane.
Yes.
Um, and tell us a bit about your story there. So obviously you support Vlad a lot. You do a lot with him. You do the content creating. I mean, you work with him to
Hmm.
help do his videos and
Yes, I
everything. Yeah,
mostly edit his photos.
yeah,
And I choose some clothes that we need to have for some photo shoots or
yeah.
some events that need to be done. Like
Hmm.
little things that need to be
Yeah,
done. Like there's no official job
yeah.
description to
No,
fill
there
that.
isn't. I mean, and okay, and then and then on your platform, yourself. So um I mean, I've seen your Instagram, very beautiful pictures, quite sexy. You're quite openly owning your sexuality on these
Hmm.
pictures,
Hmm.
which I think is also really admirable and it's a great thing. Tell us a bit about that because you also you're on OnlyFans like Vlad or no?
I do have, but I don't do
Okay,
PORIN, so I will not say the word, or nude. I just have
okay.
sexy photos in there.
All right,
So
okay. Because
yes.
this is also a different world, like for me, and a lot of our listeners. So maybe could you tell us a bit about this world? Yeah, maybe you're not doing porn, but what's on what are these sites? They're like subscription sites.
Subscription and PVP, PPV. It's like you send them.
Pay per view. Yeah,
Yes,
PPV. Yeah.
but mostly the ones that are subscribing are not really respecting you in
Okay,
some way. They think that you are,
like there just as a tool. Yeah.
yes, yes,
Okay.
and I do not really like that.
Yeah.
So to be honest, if I didn't need the
Mm,
extra money, I wasn't going to do it.
yeah. Okay. But
Um,
this isn't. I mean, I'm not asking you this at all to judge you or for viewers to even form an opinion on it. Just to be informed about these sites that exist that everybody they do know about.
mhm.
It's just a lot of like oldies like me maybe we don't know as much. But yes, but it's not all like someone might be on there just having pretty pictures or just with their hands or
I
just from
mean,
what I've understood.
if you look at that platform,
Yeah,
it's not like for that specific reason. You can like
yeah,
have cooking videos, like gym videos. You
yeah.
can have everything, but that platform is known for that thing. That's why.
Okay, all right, interesting. And okay, tell us about the gym. You've just mentioned the gym, and it's before we recorded. You were saying, "Oh, I have my gym program." So you enjoy going to the gym. Tell us about your workout, your normal day. What does a day in the life of Samantha look like?
Okay, I am trying to become a muscle mummy.
A muscle mummy.
Yes. I
Okay.
like of all the things that I have experienced and lived in my life, I just want to be strong. I know I'm not gonna ever outcome the strength of a
Mm.
man. I know that I am a
Okay.
woman,
Yeah.
but still, I want to be stronger
Yeah.
than I am now. I have all these problems in my body. My joints are very weak. I have like I started doing the gym professionally after my knee problem.
How did you get a knee problem? What knee problem?
Like after a photo shoot,
Yeah.
my knee started to swell and hurt.
Was that from wearing like high heels too much
No,
or
I
from
think
just
it's from the poses because
uh
I didn't stretch or anything. And in my family, we all have
genetic?
weak joints.
Yeah.
Like all of my siblings had surgery. I am
Mm,
the only one who didn't.
knock on wood.
Yes.
Okay.
And I went to the orthopedic,
Yeah.
yes, and he said to me, "You need to do this one exercise for 2 months, every 20 minutes,
Mm.
or else you will need surgery.
Yeah.
Because I was so desperate. Imagine every 20 minutes. Once you wake up, you have an alarm to make this exercise for a minute for
Oh
2 months.
goodness.
My family was getting crazy, but I
I
was so
know, because you're
desperate.
like just chatting. Suddenly, oh, sorry, start doing an exercise.
Yes,
And
yes. I was so desperate not to make the surgery. For me,
mm.
uh, like dancing, gym, like going around is my life. I can't stay like having problems with my knee and not be able
Were
to
you
walk.
dancing as well? Were you a dancer?
I am not a dancer, but I do like to
You
move.
look
I
like
have
one. You could be. Yeah. Own it, Samantha.
oh yeah. Okay, I have never done
Yeah.
dancing lessons. I would really much like to do, of
Yeah.
course.
Or like I can imagine like if you like the gym and dancing, like Zumba even, or things like that. Or pole dancing.
My God,
That's
you
so
know how
tough.
much strength you need to
I
do that.
tried, and then we were laughing so much with my husband because I took my daughter with me, and he was like, "I don't know if that was the best exercise method to take our 3-year-old to," but I was, yeah, I could barely, and all these women were amazing.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a mission one day.
But to me, for the gym life, I
Mm.
am doing weights because
Okay.
if I go to Zumba or yoga, let's say this kind of
Mm. Yeah.
sessions,
Yeah.
I will not achieve the body I want. So
Yeah. Also, those are like the complimentary. Maybe you could do that on top of your
yeah, but
gym. Yeah.
it's so exhausting. My training plan.
Mm.
Thank goodness I
So you
found
do what, an hour a day or 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours?
2.5,
2.5
let's say. Yes, because
with
until
a personal trainer.
no, alone. I
Yeah.
have a trainer,
Mm.
which she's amazing. She's in America now, but she's Greek, and she helped me a lot. I
Mm.
had before another trainers, but they didn't really help me at
Yeah.
all. But
Yeah.
thank goodness I found her now.
Amazing.
But my gym life is very exhausting. They say to you, "Oh, you will become a gym rat. Don't worry, you will love it." I am 2 years in. I do not love it. I love the progress, being
Yeah.
strong and like seeing that I'm getting stronger. But
Yeah.
gym rat life, I don't think. No.
That's amazing though, because that says a lot about your character, the determination that you can see the end result and you're going for it no matter what. And I think in this like short chat that we're having, you can see that repetitive pattern that you flip, you decide on something and you go get it. I'm going to talk, no matter what. I'm going to be a model, I'm going to be a model. I'm going to get a job, I'm going to do it. I'm going to move country, and you succeed. And now I want that body and you're going to get it.
If I want something, I try my best to get it.
Yeah.
And also, I do have like a lot of, I get sick every time, sick there, headaches, and it's very difficult to
From
just.
what? Why do you get sick?
I get sick easily. Like, for example, if let's say Vlad is having a cold, I may get it if in any way gives it to me, and
Mm.
I am like double sick than
Yeah,
he
than him.
was.
Yeah. Maybe your immune system is low.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Sometimes I feel it's strong, sometimes I feel it's slow. I do not
Mm.
know why.
Well, that happens. It's also based a lot on our psychology, our mood, whether we're hydrated. You travel as well. So, they say the viral load, you might have picked up loads and loads and loads of little bugs, and you're fine. And then Vlad has a bit of a cold, but that's the last straw on the camel's back.
Hmm.
It's not that, yeah.
And because of that, because I get the sickness, I I have developed a germophobia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever gone to a psychologist or like asked about, some of your positive
Mhm.
characteristics? Because everything you've described to me is beautiful and it makes you you. But if you, for example, you said now germ phobia, if you have OCD or if you're like I'm hyperactive or
Mhm.
if you have I don't know, um
I
ADHD or something, I don't know.
that
Yeah.
I have it for
Yeah.
sure.
Because something because I'm thinking like for me, like you tell me your life story and it makes me as a mother feel super protective. Like I can imagine baby Samantha and I just want to
Oh.
go back in time and cuddle you
Oh.
and tell you it's okay. Like everything's going to be okay. Happiness waits for you and you can talk, you can be yourself.
I also like
Like,
cuddles and now.
huh?
I also like now
Oh, I need
cuddles.
to give you a cuddle.
Oh,
1 minute on the
yeah.
podcast. Oh. Go 8-year-old and 31-year-old Samantha.
32 and a bit.
32 and a bit. So yeah, I just think it would be really interesting because like when you say also how your brain thinks and you think differently, which we're all different. It's just, at which part we're different. Like when I'm talking half the time, I'm talking about one thing and I go to another and then I go to another and people are like, they find it difficult to
To follow your
sometimes.
thoughts. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Or we were laughing when we had another, fellow influencer and TV personality, Marius, on Hotel Talk. I mean, he is hyperactive, and we were laughing about it. I was like, I've met my match, because he was like one subject to another, boom, boom, boom.
But you know what? I noticed that when I meet a new friend and like I'm very hyperactive, I try to entertain and this and that. But after like maybe let's say 2 hours, I'm like
Done.
my social battery is
Yeah.
very down, and they are very concerned. Like, why are you like this now? It's like I have a battery. It needs to be
Yeah.
filled, but then I am again.
But I think that's the definition of introverts and extroverts. So, and I
Yeah.
think many people get confused by this. They think if you're a friendly person and you're good with people and you can chat, and even if you're online, that you're an extrovert. Like people think I'm an extrovert because
Yeah.
I'm good with people. I can give keynotes, I'm on stage, but that's not where I refill my batteries. I love it, but I need to refill my batteries being home and quiet, alone, not talking to anyone, not being on a phone. And so that's where the introvert comes in. So you're probably the same, maybe with a shorter fuse.
Yes.
So it probably, because you've had to train yourself to be social.
I am still training myself because who wants, like, I'm very extremely an introvert, and I did not like that. That's why I'm trying
You're
to
pushing yourself.
push myself, because who wants to be alone? I don't want to be alone in my house. Nobody's calling.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
And there's another two reasons why I chose this career path. Is because of that I just told you. I do not want to be an introvert, even though I am. Everybody thinks that I'm an extrovert after, even though I say to them
Yeah,
that I am an introvert.
because they see a few pictures online or they see someone talking for 60 seconds and they're like, oh, she must be in. But actually, it's easy because when you're creating this content, you're alone. They don't realize that,
Yes.
So it's so easy to do it. Easy. It's not easy, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
It's like you're not in front of 10,000 people at that second. It might go viral and you might be, but at that moment,
I
so they
remember
confuse it.
when I first made my first viral video, a small short
Which
one,
was, tell us
the Kung
about
Fu
that.
Panda replicate. I recreated the Kung Fu Panda scene,
Yeah.
and Vlad made me post it because I was so shy. I didn't think that it was good enough, and
Yeah.
that was the first video short that it went viral.
So tell us about content creation, and especially content creation. Obviously, you do your own, you help with Vlad's, but as a job, like who are your client? Well, you can't tell us who your clients are, but the type of people that are your clients. How can you help people? What do you like doing? Why is it important? Let's hear a bit about content creation.
Okay, so what I do in content creation, I try to combine everything because I do model poses, modeling. I try to say to people to not be shy and just do it. After that, I have the modeling poses. I really love doing cosplay, like bringing something that you think is a fantasy to reality, because every person that especially loves fantasy or doesn't like his or her life can create something they want to bring to reality. They want to bring to reality. So I try to show them that through my videos. So I do also SFX makeup tutorial, not like the normal makeup, and combining modeling that I was doing for all of these years from 17, my makeup skills, and the editing tutorials, how to edit the photo, like everything from the moment like I stand up from my bed I show what it needs to be done so the other person can also achieve that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, interesting. And so your content creation is just for your own, and obviously with Vladimir's, you don't do you do for other people, or
For
like do you do content creation for other people, or
no, no,
no?
no,
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 no, no.
no, no.
Okay.
I also do like entertain. How do we call that? I forgot the word. The pranking. No? The
Yeah,
prank
prank
videos.
videos.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Like chatting with people and
Yeah.
having the funny moment or the weird
Yeah.
moment. I
Yeah.
also do that.
Okay.
For other creators, I only do for Vlad with
Yeah.
what I said with
Well, it's not only, it's like the biggest channels at the moment
uh,
coming out
these
of
are
Cyprus. So yeah.
these are so many that I don't
Yeah.
have other time to
No,
do anything
exactly.
else.
For
Like
sure.
especially for my videos, it's so hard editing
Yeah.
those videos.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Especially your fantasy ones. So where does the fantasy come from? My brother loves fantasy world and reads books and novels. And I remember in the 90s, my sister as well had all these posters of, unicorns and beautiful forests. And where does that come from?
I think this comes from not liking your own life or
Mm.
what you grew up that you didn't like and you want to change it.
Hmm.
But still, I do like sparkle things,
Yeah, we all love a bit of sparkly things, a bit of glitter. Glitter never goes
Like
amiss.
for another example, my personality. I feel like, as I said before, I have multiple personalities, and I want to show it.
Mm.
Sometimes I feel like I have the aura of the villain, let's say, and I want to do a villain photo shoot. But then I want to have like a cute photo shoot, let's say.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
want to show that.
yeah. So interesting. So, what's the end goal? What's the end game? Do you have a vision of yourself in 5 years or 10 years? Do you have a target or an aim, or are you just seeing how things unravel and enjoying the process?
I do have plans,
Hmm.
but I don't really like to discuss my plans because once I tell people, it gives me like a false dopamine, like I
Mm.
have already achieved it.
Mm.
And it's like hijacking myself and
Yeah.
not actually putting the effort to do it after.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair enough. Although it holds you accountable. However, I think there's things said for both. I also agree, don't tell people because you'll do it in your own time without that pressure from other people.
Mhm.
Why haven't you done it? And also, no one else comes and steals
Yes,
they can have their own dream.
and also
You
I
just do
notice
yours.
whenever I was excited and said something, then it didn't happen.
Yeah, it's
A
like
lot of
jinxing
times.
it. The
Yes.
evil eye. Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. Okay, I ask everybody this. What's your favorite quote?
Nobody's interested in your story until you win.
Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness, that's so true.
So win.
So
Yes.
win. Yeah.
And Ohana means family.
And what?
Ohana means family. Sorry, I couldn't resist. It's a Stitch quote. I love Stitch.
Oh, my daughter loves Stitch. I've never got into Stitch. Oh, okay, bless. Yeah, it reminds me. Was it last year? I was at this amazing gala dinner in the UK, and I was being awarded um, like a business award. And this woman sat next to me who was a complete snob, like complete snob. She'd arrived late for the gala, was seated next to me, and it was like a VIP table. And she was very much like nose in the air, flicking. She was stunning. Her beautiful blonde hair all over the place, and her, designer clothes, and just like, and everything, whatever. And then the award started, and they awarded me.
Mhm.
And from the snob that she was, who she didn't even want to talk to me, she was suddenly like, "Oh, we must connect," and blah blah blah, and let's be friends. And I was just like laughing my head off.
Yes,
Like,
I
yeah,
had
you
some
weren't
good experience.
interested until yeah,
Yes.
it's the same.
And I really wanted to say something about that. Can you repeat the question because my
Yeah.
brain just stopped. I forgot.
No, don't worry. I was saying like your favorite quote, and then I said, you said no one's interested until you win, so win. But how like snobby people are not interested in
Ah,
you.
yes. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay, I remember.
yeah.
Uh, of all the things I have done, other women must be like very snobby, but I do not want to be like that.
Mm.
That's why I also say to Vlad to, oh my god, I don't know how to say it.
Don't worry, just say it. We'll translate.
Like, να το πω στα...
Yeah, you can, sure.
Ας πούμε, όσα πράγματα έκανα ως τώρα, οποιαδήποτε κορούα να ήταν snobby.
Yeah, yeah. So whatever you've done until now, like
Ναι.
there's always another woman who's going to be snobby about
Yes,
it. And
but
yeah.
I strive to achieve not to be that snobby because it's not me.
Yeah.
Like, και με τον Βλαντίμηρο, ας πούμε, προσπαθώ να του εξηγήσω να είμαστε έτσι. Και είναι έτσι, είμαστε έτσι.
Yeah.
Δεν μ' αρέσει αυτό το snobby, επειδή το βλέπω. I
Mhm.
see it in other people, in other women. I'm like, how can she be like that?
Yeah, yeah.
And I do not want to be like that.
But that's amazing though that you can recognize characteristics, not just of other people, but of other situations. And you're like, I'm not going to be there. Because you could be. You could, as you said, you and Vlad have achieved what you've achieved. And you could go around with your nose in the air, and be like, we've done it, and I'm this, and he's that. But you're not. You're still down to earth, nice people.
Like, for example, I could only be snobby just by being Vlad's girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Mm.
But that's not going to make you happy. It's not going to be you.
Yeah.
Then you'd stop being your authentic self. And yeah, just always be you.
I think it's because I am an empath. I think that's why.
Or just that you've got more brain cells than everyone else, and you just realize that that's not life.
You shall call me Megamind.
Okay, bonus question, Samantha. I don't know what. Choose
no.
any question you want. This is from the team at San Rafael. And let's see what you got. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh no. If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be?
Oh
My God. It's a world question.
It's a world question. You can do the typical
World peace.
world peace, you know, the what is it? The beauty pageant. I just want world peace.
And then you win.
And then
Where
you
is my
win.
crown? What would it be? Like, realistically, not people being selfish. Like, if people were not selfish, I know that a lot of things can be in this, like the economy, politics, and stuff. Or, but I think if people were more empathetic, it was going to be nicer.
Yeah, that's an incredibly wise answer that people have spent years to develop. I wish more people in the world were like that. Mo Gaudat, who's a really famous author and ex CEO, I think, of Google X, he wrote in his book, if I could change one thing about the world, it would be to get rid of ego. And it's the same thing as what you've just said. Get rid of selfishness.
Everyone is expecting to hear world peace, world hunger, war. But with only that I just said, everything gets sorted out.
Everything would get sorted.
Yes.
Absolutely. Bless you. Samantha, thank you so much. This has been amazing. What a great conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I'll remind you, and I'll remind everyone who's listening to this, please, 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 if you like this, first of all, subscribe and share. But more importantly, share so that if Samantha wins, for example, in September, we see for that year, we're in the third year now of Hotel Talk, whoever is the most downloaded that year gets €1,000 to donate to any charity of their choice. So if Samantha wins and she's the most shared and likes and listened to, then €1,000 will be hers to give to whatever charity. Which charity would you choose?
Which charity?
Well, you've got time to think about it. Everybody,
there's so many
sharing.
charities. Yeah, that's so many charities. Like the one thing that I'm thinking about is when people are hungry.
Yes. Oh my goodness. And we're recording today on World Hunger Day.
Yeah.
That's amazing you said that. Yeah, today is
Because
World
I
Hunger Day.
remember when I was hungry and I wanted food, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I'm trying to understand the people's pain.
Absolutely. 1 in 9 people
And
in the
also,
world go to sleep hungry.
just so you know, this is my first podcast.
Woo! Oh, you saw her first on Hotel Talk with Farah. I'm so excited. That's amazing. Really, you've been an inspiration. You've touched my heart. I had to hold back my tears for some moments on this lovely chat that we've had. Thank you so much for being raw, for being authentic, for being you, and just keeping it real and sharing all this love. Thank you.
Thank you as well for having me here.
Thank you for listening, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it helps us more than you may realize. If you are planning on coming to visit us at St. Raphael Resort and Marina, feel free to email our reservations team quoting Hotel Talk and receive an exclusive offer just for you. We look forward to seeing you soon, hearing your feedback about our show, and producing many, many more interesting episodes just for you, our listener, and our valued guest in mind. Thank you so much, and take care.